Hi, it's Marina, the Soul Alchemist. It's time for Pick Your Own Card weekly guidance for the 10th through to the 16th of July. So if you've not had a chance to tune in, I want you to tune into card 1, 2, or 3 and pop your answers below. And I'm going to reveal the themes, the energies, and the messages that will support you most over the next 7 days. And I would encourage you to listen to all 3 messages because they all interlink, they all support and layer on top of each other to give you a complete picture. The bonus card, which is going to come at the end, is to do with relationships. So you want to listen to that. It's relationships of all kinds, and it's a very juicy card. So stick around to listen to that as well. Now, the deck that I'm using is the AKASHIC Oracle card deck. So if you want to find out a little bit more about that, click the links below in the description or in the comments, and you can get your own deck and you can play along with me each week. So without further ado, this is a really interesting card because this has actually come up a couple of times with daily guidance this week for me also. And pay attention also, it's gratitude practice, but also it's a 33 number as well, which is a really powerful spiritual number that connects with the Ascended Master Jesus, actually, 33. So gratitude practice. So you can see that we've got this female and she's kind of in this expanse of beautiful space, and we've got these rainbows, and it's almost like we've got this kind of download of energies and codes that are kind of coming through the space, and she's there open to receive. And this kind of really, for me, connects in with the expansiveness of the space that we can take up, that is available for us in terms of our visions and our intentions, and, you know, really kind of putting our intentions out into the universe, and doing this from a place of the heart and a place of gratitude, and really kind of being grateful and thankful and appreciative of, you know, everything that we have in our experience also, but also ensuring that when we set our intentions and when we put them out into the universe, that, you know, we're not dimming those intentions, we're not making them small. This is about taking up space. This is about being expansive with what it is that you want to experience in your reality. So don't hold back with any intention setting this week. What I'm also getting, because of these kind of like this kind of streams of energy that are coming into the card, it's also about receiving all of the amazing light codes and ascension frequencies that we're being subject to at the moment with the portals. So we kind of had the summer solstice, which then opens that portal way all the way up to Lionsgate, which is on the 8th of August. But we've also had the 777 portal, which, you know, also connects in with these Syrian light codes, which are kind of connected to the star system of Sirius. And it's all ascension process, ascension light codes. It's all kind of like supporting us to take on more crystalline light, because from a physical human perspective, we are becoming less carbon and we're becoming more crystalline, which is why sometimes we can really struggle with the ascension symptoms of tiredness, ringing in the ears, mental dreams. There's lots of fears that are coming up through dreams. I've been experiencing that. And that's because I think our fears, you know, we're processing stuff, but our fears are coming to the forefront because we need to transmute them. And this is all kind of part of the ascension process. And I feel that the light codes are definitely part of this and part of this particular card. So at times when it's feeling a little bit kind of a little bit heavy, perhaps it's feeling a little bit too much in terms of ascension symptoms, then what I would say is continue to ground, journal, connect with nature, drink lots of water, make sure you're hydrated, and reach out to other people that are similar minded that can also offer support. Meditate, do all of the things, essences, sprays, eat nourishing foods, take salt baths, put your feet in salt water. If you don't want to get in the bath, that's a good way, quick way to kind of cleanse your energy. Sage, whatever it is that you need to do to kind of keep that energy clear, keep the energy flowing. And keep flushing the physical body and being given as well with these light codes, with obviously being hydrated and drinking water. So being in gratitude for all of that light that's coming in, even though it might feel a bit challenging at times, it's still being thankful for what it is that you are, that you can still appreciate in your experience, but also just knowing that your intentions and whatever you set at this time, be expansive, go big with what it is that you want to experience. So it's being in gratitude, but it's setting big intentions, and it's just being mindful of your energies. If you're picking card 1, and everybody needs to listen to this card, in terms of ascension process and the energies that, the upgrades that we are receiving at the moment in order to take on more light. That is what's happening at the moment. So we're kind of being subject to that. So we're just being open to that and allowing it to come through. So that's card 1. So do listen to all 3 cards because they're all going to resonate. Don't forget the bonus card, which is all about relationships. And if you want to go deeper, you can get your own deck, or you can work with me one-to-one from £33. If you want to do the subscription, you can work with me for a whole year. I can support you for a whole year, which is just absolutely beautiful. And it's forecasting, it's spiritual guidance, it's channeling. There's loads of healing that's kind of embedded into these sessions, and you can start with me for £33 a month, which is incredible value. So we're going to go to another master number with the next card of card 2. Go back and listen to card 1. It's going to support you with your ascension symptoms and kind of what's going on for you at the moment. It's in a similar vein, card 2. Soul alignment. So we've gone from the expansiveness of being in nature, and now we're going into the expansiveness of being out in the cosmos, and it's soul alignment, and it's receiving all of this star being, light codes, star codes, the galactic beings, all kind of supporting us. We're being in the, as I say, we're being in these portals. So what is being unlocked, especially if you pick card 2, is you've got soul wisdom from different lifetimes, different locations in your galactic Akashic records. Yes, we do have a part of our Akashic records that is dedicated to your galactic travels, and your soul group and your first origin of point from divine source and separation there. All of this is held in your galactic records, all of those travels, the journeys, your connection to your soul tribe, all of that. And soul alignment is this card. So really what is being brought to the forefront, if you've picked card 2, is if you are not in alignment with your soul, your heart's desires, your soul's path, then there might be some little wake-up calls for you this week in terms of you need to work on this. This is being presented to you. The universe is giving you this little assignment, or you've really been avoiding and ignoring this. So we're going to make that message, or that drama, or that relationship, or whatever that challenge is, a little bit more amplified, because you're not dealing with it, and because you need to step more into soul alignment. Now, of course, you don't have to do anything. You can choose to ignore, but you will find that these messages will get louder. It will become more increasingly uncomfortable to ignore those things, because you're naturally, with the ascension process, getting onto your spiritual path, or your spiritual path is enhancing, and you're waking up even more. There's more things that are coming online. You're unlocking more wisdom. There's increasing soul urges to want to find and expand your spiritual knowledge about different things, about just the universe in general, but also your intuitive gifts and your clair gifts and all of that, your spiritual awakening, or kind of up level, because a lot of you that are here are already awake, but it's up levels, expanding even further. And so those things that are really not in alignment, so it could be past agreements, karmic blocks, karmic debt, relationships, things that you're just not dealing with, or you've put to one side and you need to go back and sort it out. This card is saying this week we are going to highlight what those things are, and this is your opportunity to do some healing, to do some expansive cosmic healing in the Akashic records, to support you. And as I say, it might be that you go into your galactic records to learn a little bit more about your soul group and those travels and those lifetimes, those parts of you that have done journeys outside of this particular planet. But this is about soul alignment. It's stepping further and more deeper into your alignment with your soul, connection to the heart, connection to the self, listening to your intuitive guidance, listening to your wisdom in a much deeper way. And your opportunity this week is to be able to do that. And it comes with the portal energies, the ascension process. It's feeling expansive. It's wanting, it's this kind of desire that's kind of been stirred up inside of you to want to step into alignment, to maybe nourish your body better, to connect with nature, to get grounded, but also connect with the cosmos. It's doing all of that. So it's a really expansive card, but know that any challenges or struggles or limitations or, you know, mindset or whatever it might be that comes up this week, it's showing you this for a purpose so that you can step deeper into your soul alignment. So it's a gift. Whatever comes up this week that feels hard, it is a gift, and it's been shown to you because you're ready to deal with it and work with it. And of course, you know, if you need further support or you're not sure about something, then please reach out to me and I can support you in multiple ways. And if I can't help you, then I certainly know somebody that can. So please reach out to me. You don't need to kind of feel challenged on your own. And of course, if you want to play along with me this, along each week, then you can get your own deck. Comes with a masterclass and a key, similar to this little beautiful antique key here, antique style key, that can support you as a pendulum or as a totem to connect with the records. Okay, so card 3. Don't forget to go back and listen to cards 2 and 1. They're going to support you. They layer to kind of complete a message. Card 3 is a repeater from last week, and it was the bonus last week, and that is your authentic self. So this message has been coming up quite a lot, actually, in various one-to-one readings, in my membership group, and obviously here as well, your authentic self. Again, if we connect in with the ascension process, taking on more light, having things fall away that no longer serve and support us, it's not sustainable for us to carry on doing the certain things, behaviors, having the programming, the conditioning, the karmic debt, whatever it might be. It's not sustainable as we ascend, as we, as I say, take on more light, and as we are becoming more soul aware, self-aware, stepping into unconditional love, unity consciousness, all of that. Those parts of us are not authentic, again, are becoming more challenged. We are becoming more challenged to, I want to drop the mask, or I want to discover what my masks are so that I can start to release them and discover who I am, without all of the different hats, all of the different personas, all of the different identities that I carry. I want to be my authentic self, my soulful self. And so that journey is just continuing, because this has come up a few times. So perhaps there's situations and circumstances this week where you are being asked to drop the mask, to be more authentic, to speak up, to communicate, and also be more confident with you also loving yourself without the mask. It's almost like, taking off the makeup and just being your natural self and loving that part of you without the things that we place in front of us and around us, because we perhaps don't feel that people will like us if they saw the true self. And of course they do. It's just that we've made this story up and we believe it, and we've been carrying that story out and upholding that story with the actions that we take by placing these certain clothes on, or the makeup, or whatever it might be, saying certain things to certain people so we can fit in. And this card is saying we don't need to do that. And especially, as I say, with the other 2 cards of the ascension process and connecting in with soul and loving ourselves, all aspects of ourselves, you know, shadow, inner child, the flaws, the perceived flaws, the mistakes, the insecurities, those aspects of us that we like to keep hidden. It's loving all aspects of those and allowing ourselves to go through a process of seeing what those parts of us that we do hide, so that we can start a healing process and an acceptance process with that. So what are you hiding from yourself? What are you hiding from others? And how can you start to release the mask, release the layers, allow yourself to be truly seen, or communicate what you truly want to say, get off your chest, come from the heart. So your authentic self is that third card. So do go and listen to all three messages, because as I say, they all interlink as they do each week. The relationships is going to be the theme for the bonus card. Relationships of all kinds. So partnerships, it could be collaborations, it could be client relationships, family, of course, partners, exes, and that could be friends. It could also be romantic partners, work colleagues, all of that type of stuff. This is a great card. It's powerful. You know what? And I'm going to read a little bit of the insert from the book. So power play is the card, and it connects with the chamber, because these cards, there's 49 cards in this deck, and they each come into 7 chambers. There's 7 cards within 7 chambers, and this is all connected with love. It's the chamber of love. And when I talk about chambers, what that means in the Akashic Records, I like to see them as rooms, different specific rooms that we can go into, and anything that is focused under that header of, say, love, which is what this chamber is, anything block-wise, gift-wise, wisdom-wise, journey-wise that relates to the concept of love, the theme of love, is going to be channeled through that chamber, and we can identify it really quickly, do the healing or get the wisdom, unlock the gift, whatever it might be. That's how I like to work with the Akashic Records. And so power play is really powerful card. It says it all, doesn't it? Just in the image. It's the first card of the deck. So power play, just think relationships. It's totally related to relationships, isn't it? Oh my gosh. So being aware of controlling behavior, narcissism, people pleasing, power play in play. That's the overview of the card. The Akashic Wisdom. This card has been pulled today as there's an opportunity for you to reflect on where there is power play in your relationships. This may be with a friend, a family member, partner, or even a client. Now is the time to acknowledge this. A need to control another may highlight your fear of not being loved, low self-worth, or not being accepted. A pattern of relinquishing control highlights a dependency on another person and a lack of self-love and belief. Use the Akashic Records today to open your eyes and heart so that you can see your connections for what they truly are and reclaim your power. And the alignment message that I've included with every card, it's like a healing mantra. I release the need to control or be controlled by others. I release the need to control or be controlled by others. So that is power play at play, connected to relationships. So where are you feeling hemmed in, tied in, connected, where you're perhaps feeling manipulated, or you're not even seeing it? And this card is saying, look at your relationships in all their forms, even the relationship with yourself. And where is the power either being given away to that person, to that situation, that relationship, that connection, or you are taking the power? Or you may find that there's power dynamics between you and another person, and you're both doing the same thing. It's like tit for tat, or you do this for me, I'll do that for you. But there's an element of control. It doesn't feel clean. It doesn't feel healthy. It doesn't feel loving. There isn't the unconditional part there. It's like a conditional love. It's a conditional relationship. And there will be at least one that feels imbalanced. And there might be where you feel that you are kind of being manipulated or controlled in a way because you're allowing your fears to keep you in that circumstance. You know, there's that dependency. I can't be in my life without this person being there, because maybe they're paying my bills. So then we're at power play because we're depending on that person to support our experience. And of course, we may support them in other ways, but is there a way for you to start to be more independent, to not have to rely and feel that you're like a puppet within that relationship or that friendship or whatever it might be? So this card is one that might feel a little bit harsh, but it's not, because when we look at these other three cards, this is about soul alignment. It's about being your authentic self. It's about setting big intentions with the universe, with the cosmos. And there isn't space for this type of relationship. Now, it might take a long time for us to get to unconditional love in our relationships, a 5D, 6, 7, 8, 9D relationship, whatever that looks like. But we've got to make a start somewhere. And, you know, there might be even past relationships that you've had where there still feels like there's an element of control. There's still a connection there, whatever that might be. Or there's still resentment. And so there's still an element of control because the forgiveness has not happened. So that memory and that trauma or that wounding is still kind of creating an element of control in terms of how you move forward. So that's a healing that needs to happen there in order to release that. We want to cut through those strings and allow ourselves to be free. So whatever that looks like for you, let me know. Let me know how these cards resonate. And as I say, if you want to go deeper, you want to play along with me each week and get your own Akashic Oracle card deck, there's links in the description for you to do that. If you want to have a one-to-one session with me, Empowerment Oracle, you can start that from £33 a month. I can support you for a whole year. Or you may want to work in a deeper way with some full-on Akashic healing and spiritual guidance. So an Alchemy Accelerator session would be the thing for me to suggest on that one. But reach out to me, let's have a chat. As I say, there's multiple ways that I can support you, whether it be one-to-one, in a group setting, or it might be that, you know, I suggest a masterclass that you go away and do on your own. Very affordable ways for you to work with me and receive deep, potent, powerful Akashic healing and awakening within you. And my work is all about empowering you to move forward, because that's soul alignment. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for soul alignment. I'm here for empowering you. So let me know how these cards resonate. Please do subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and check out the meditation that I've also linked here for you to go deeper, to get some additional healing in your Akashic records. So love and blessings, everybody, and I'll speak to you soon. I'll see you next week.